The official release of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is finally here. The story follows immediately after War for the Planet of the Apes. After Caesar's death, the simian flu virus rapidly swept across the globe. In roughly 300 years, humans were nearly wiped out, reduced to non-intelligent scavengers incapable of speech. Meanwhile, the immune apes evolved into highly intelligent beings, rising to the top of the food chain overnight. The ruthless ape leader Proximus established the first empire in ape history amid the ruins. The dawn of a new world order has officially begun. However, in the depths of the forest, some independent ape tribes still exist. One day, in preparation for the coming-of-age ceremony to be held the next day, Noah of the Eagle tribe, along with his two childhood friends Suna and Anaya, traversed the rarely visited cliffs in search of eagle nests. Because in the eyes of the tribe elders, young apes are only considered truly adults once they obtain an eagle egg, hatch it, and train their own eagle. Soon enough, they found an eagle nest, but it contained only 3 eggs. The tribe elders had always taught them to coexist with nature and not to take everything, leaving a chance for the eagles to reproduce. So, Noah left 1 egg for the eagles and took the other 2 for Suna and Anaya. Noah then set off on another adventure to find more eagle nests, to climb the higher cliffs on the other side. Noah broke a tree branch and swung across. In this manner, Noah successfully reached the eagle nest on the opposite cliff. But just as he was about to take the egg, the eagle returned. Fortunately, Noah was lucky and escaped unscathed. However, it scared his companions out of their wits. Afterward, they rode back to the tribe's main camp. At night, a human girl sneaks into the tribe to steal food and Noah sees her on patrol. The girl fled in panic, and Noah quickly gave chase. But the girl had already vanished into the forest, disappearing into the night. Since there was no significant loss, Noah decided not to pursue further, but then he heard the sound of the eagle egg breaking in his chest pouch. As it turned out, the girl had accidentally bumped into Noah's chest while fleeing. With the coming-of-age ceremony set for the next morning, this was incredibly unfortunate news for Noah. As the son of the tribe's eagle master, Noah would bring shame to his family if he didn't have an eagle egg. So, despite his friends' objections, Noah decided to return to the cliffs overnight to find another egg. But as soon as Noah rode a short distance away, he heard the sound of a horn signaling an enemy invasion. He turned back to see 2 apes fiercely fighting in the darkness. Summoning his courage, Noah dismounted and cautiously approached to investigate. He found several masked bodies lying on the ground. Just as Noah's face filled with terror, a hand patted his shoulder, startling him. Noah turned to see it was Oda, the night patrol guard. With his last breath, the gravely injured Oda urged Noah to run back and warn the tribe. But by the time Noah frantically made it back, it was too late. In the raging fire, a group of apes from another tribe wielding electric batons were massacring his people. In the chaos, Noah quickly climbed up to his home. Reaching his father Koro, Noah was instructed to release all the eagles. Just as they were busy, Proximus's first warrior, Silva, also climbed the platform and entered Noah's home. Relying on his towering stature and the electric baton in his hand, Silva advanced towards Koro. Koro, unfazed, grabbed a burning stick from the fire and charged at him. Seeing Koro struggling against Silva, Noah leapt around the rooftop, assisting his father. Unfortunately, Silva's advanced weapon gave him the upper hand. He struck Noah with the baton, knocking him down. Silva then stepped on Noah's chest, ready to finish him. In a critical moment, Koro charged again. Facing the fierce resistance from Koro and Noah, Silva showed no mercy this time. He used his baton to break the rope Noah was holding. The next day, the surviving Noah woke up from the rubble. He saw his home destroyed, his people enslaved, and his father's body lying in the open. This was a devastating blow to Noah, who had grown up in a peaceful environment. He held back his tears and buried his father. swearing at the grave that he would bring his people back home. Then, Noah mounted his horse, took the found electric baton, and set off to find his people. As he passed through a forest, he suddenly smelled something strange. Noah stopped his horse and looked around. He saw a plume of white smoke rising in the distance. Driven by intense curiosity, Noah mustered his courage and moved closer to take a look. But in the next second, a red-haired orangutan appeared in front of Noah, holding the electric baton Noah had dropped earlier. After Noah explained, the red-haired orangutan realized that Noah had also suffered under Proximus's persecution, so he put down the electric baton. The red-haired orangutan introduced himself as Raka, explaining that the bodies burning in the fire were those of his tribe members. They, too, had been killed by Proximus. Raka then pulled out several books and began telling Noah stories from the time of Caesar hundreds of years ago. He pointed out that apes in those days could still understand the writings in the books. There was a period when humans and apes coexisted peacefully. After leading Noah out of the cave, Noah saw the girl who had sneaked into his tribe to steal the previous night. She was now trying to steal Noah's horse. Seeing Noah approach, the girl quickly bolted in fear, hearing that the girl had followed Noah from his village. Raka became interested and decided to join Noah in tracking her. That night, they lit a campfire in the forest for a short rest. Noah tried to repair the broken electric baton. Meanwhile, the girl hid behind a tree. Observing them, Raka tossed a few apples toward the girl, and she timidly crawled out from her hiding spot. Noticing her fear, Raka introduced himself and Noah to her. The girl, feeling slightly more at ease, came forward to pick up the apples. Seeing her shivering from the cold, Raka took some cloth from Noah and threw it to her. After spending a quiet night together, the girl began to trust them a bit more. The next day, the girl traveled with them. At a lakeside, they saw many humans, who had lost the ability to speak, emerge from the forest and drink from the lake. Suddenly, a horn blast echoed through the forest. Before they could react, Silva and his army had already appeared in the lake. With a command from Silva, his subordinates charged on horseback, launching a brutal massacre of the humans. In the chaos, the girl narrowly escaped the encirclement and ran into a nearby thicket. Seeing the enemy soldiers closing in on her, she had no choice but to reveal herself and take a risk. She shouted to Noah, who was on horseback at the edge of the thicket.
No!
This way, Noah and the girl temporarily escaped the pursuit. After reuniting with Raka, the girl explained the situation. Her name was May, and Proximus had been relentlessly hunting her. She knew how to open the doors to a human sanctuary. Before their near extinction, the intelligent humans had hidden much of their advanced technology and information in the sanctuary. Proximus sought this technology to accelerate the evolution of the ape race drastically. The next day, they continued their journey. An unexpected event occurred as they crossed a wooden bridge. Silva, on horseback, had been waiting for them at the front of the bridge. As they tried to retreat, they found Silva's men already positioned at the other end of the bridge. Suddenly, enemy soldiers lying in wait beneath the bridge climbed up and launched an attack. In the struggle, May and the ape holding her both fell off the bridge. Fortunately, May grabbed onto the netting on the bridge. Seeing this, Raka quickly ran over to rescue May, desperately pulling the net upward. As a result, a big hole was torn in the net. Seeing May about to be swept away by the rushing river, Raka quickly climbed down the bridge. He grabbed a wooden pole with one hand and tried to lift May with the other. At this critical moment, Silva stood on the bridge, demonstrating to Noah once again what it felt like to be powerless. With the cutting of the rope, Raka was swallowed by the raging river. Noah and May were then taken captive by Silva and brought to Proximus's main camp. There, Noah saw his enslaved tribe members again. May, on the other hand, was being treated with decorum. In a room filled with books, May met an elderly human named Trevathan. Trevathan had betrayed humanity, teaching King Proximus human knowledge and history in exchange for a comfortable life. In the afternoon, Proximus climbed the high platform and delivered an incendiary speech to the apes below. At Proximus's command, the apes worked together to pull the iron chains on the human sanctuary doors, attempting to pry them open. Once again, they failed. Afterward, Proximus found Noah. He spoke at length, trying to persuade Noah to join the ape side and help him extract the method to open the sanctuary doors for May. Proximus warned that if humans regained access to the advanced technology inside the sanctuary, the ape race would be doomed. However, Raka had previously told Noah many stories from Caesar's time, influencing Noah to believe in the possibility of peaceful coexistence between humans and apes. So at night, Noah found May. They reached an agreement. Noah would help May enter the sanctuary, and May would help Noah rescue his tribe and return home. In the dead of night, Noah, along with his childhood friends Suna and Anaya, set their plan into motion. They assisted May in planting explosives at the port. The plan was to detonate the explosives after May retrieved what she needed from the sanctuary, flooding Proximus's entire base with seawater. In the ensuing chaos, Noah would lead his tribe to escape. However, Trevathan discovered them while they were planting the explosives. Trevathan urged May to accept the reality of the apes ruling the earth and abandon her feudal resistance. May, however, insisted that humanity still had hope and tried to persuade Trevathan to side with the humans. After a moment of internal struggle, Trevathan refused May's plea. As he turned to leave, May attacked Trevathan from behind to eliminate the threat. May choked Trevathan to death with her arm. Witnessing this horrifying scene, Noah and his companions understood the selfishness and brutality of humans. Noah then carried May, and with their companions, they climbed the cliffs and entered the sanctuary through the ventilation ducts, while May went into a secret chamber to retrieve what she needed. Noah and his friends marveled at the grand human-made structures and wandered around, admiring the wonders created by intelligent humans. While flipping through a picture book, they found illustrations depicting humans treating apes like livestock, caged for visitors to view. This revelation made them question whether they should continue helping May. At that moment, May returned with the items she needed, leaving them no choice but to honor their promise. They passed through an armory filled with tanks and arrived at the massive iron door that Proximus had been trying to open. As May activated the mechanism, the locks on the iron door gradually released, and the door slowly opened. But just as they were about to step outside, they found Proximus waiting for them. Proximus furiously called Noah a traitor for believing the lies of humans. Proximus threatened Noah with the life of his friend Suna, demanding to know what May had done inside the sanctuary. Seeing Noah remain defiant, Proximus immediately ordered Suna's execution, but suddenly, a gunshot shattered the tense standoff. May had pulled the trigger on the ape, Lightning, who was holding Suna. Lightning's strength instantly faded, and the knife fell from his hand, allowing Suna to escape. Blood flowed from Lightning's chest. Lightning dipped a finger in the blood and brought it to his nose. With a look of confusion, Lightning felt the world spinning around him. Then he collapsed, losing consciousness. Proximus, seeing May aim the gun at him, stammered, "Go ahead, you're free." May quickly ran outside to the pre-placed explosives and lit the fuse. With a thunderous explosion, seawater surged toward the sanctuary. In moments, the rushing water flooded the sanctuary, drowning the apes who had sought refuge inside. Noah's tribe, under his command, desperately climbed to higher ground. After ensuring his tribe's safety, the barely surviving Silva confronted Noah. A chase ensued within the sanctuary. Noah, taking advantage of his small size, squeezed through a narrow duct, while Silva got stuck below. As the water continued to rise, Silva was eventually submerged. Noah then climbed to the rooftop to reunite with his tribe. Amidst the celebration, Proximus emerged from the water and climbed onto the roof. But this time, Proximus faced his nemesis. Watching the eagles soar through the sky, Noah began to hum the song his father used to sing while training the eagles. As he got to his feet, Proximus, thinking Noah had lost his mind, mocked him from the side. Inspired, the tribe members began to hum along. Sensing danger, Proximus loudly ordered them to stop. but it was too late. Thus, Proximus met his inevitable end. Noah fulfilled the vow he made at his father's grave to bring his people back home. A few days later, May came to the village looking for Noah. Initially, she planned to ambush and kill Noah with a handgun. However, after a passionate conversation with Noah, May temporarily abandoned this idea. She tried to believe that an era of peaceful coexistence between humans and apes might truly come. Soon after, May found other intelligent humans who had survived the apocalypse. Using the satellite communication key chip she retrieved from the sanctuary, she successfully contacted other intelligent humans hiding around the world. Will humans make a comeback, rise up against the apes, and reclaim their dominance over Earth? Will the era of peaceful coexistence that Noah hopes for truly arrive? Let's look forward to the director presenting these answers to the audience in the next installment.